Okay, this is part 3 of my Halloween video series thingamabobber. So the next movie, don't judge me. Don't judge me. House of Wax. Okay, this movie is so bad. Honestly, it's bad. But I had to see it because Chad Michael Murray and Jared Padalecki. I love One Tree Hill, and I love Supernatural. So I had to watch House of Wax. House of Wax is a remake of an old movie. I don't know when the original one came out. I want to say like maybe the 50s or 60s, something like that. And anyway, this movie is about a group of kids, teenagers, young adults. I think they're like in college. And they want to go to this big football game, but oh no, the car gets broken down. And they are stuck near this like deserted town where there's like nobody there, and the town used to be known for these wax sculptures, and you know, the lady who made them was really famous for them. And oh no, the wax figures are actually people. But yeah, if you want to see Paris Hilton die, this is a movie to watch. This is indeed the film, because please let me tell you, when I saw it in theaters, when Paris Hilton died, everybody cheered. So, yeah, just watch it just for that. But and Chad Michael Murray being a badass, and Jared Padalecki being the nice guy, which he always seems to play like the nice sweet guy in movies. Which I really enjoyed on Supernatural when he turns like evil Sam and like. But anyway, so yeah, House of Wax. Please, like I said, do not expect some like cinematic geniusness, because this is not gonna happen. But it's fun. And at the end of the movie, they play Helena by My Chemical Romance, which is also very enjoyable. But anyway, yes, House of Wax. Next up is The Exorcist. Now this has been called one of the, like, this is probably the scariest horror movie ever made. I don't agree. I honestly understand like why back in like the 70s people were like passing out in the theaters, having seizures, convulsing, throwing up, crying, calling their mothers. I don't know. I understand that for back then, but for now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still will not watch this movie by myself at nighttime. It's just not going to happen. But, but I still don't think it's like, I don't know. I guess by me not being able to watch it at night makes it scary, doesn't it? Anyway, if you don't know what The Exorcist is, you've been living under a rock your whole life and you need help. No, I'm just kidding. Not really, but still. The Exorcist is about this, you know, little 13-year-old girl, Reagan, who out of nowhere gets possessed by the devil. Not as a demon, but the actual devil himself. And mayhem ensues. There's a lot of drama that went around the making of The Exorcist, because it was like sets would burn down mysteriously. I heard one time there was like the fax machine just kept sending a row of 6s. Like out of nowhere, just like 66666, which of course 666 is the mark of the beast. So there's a lot of that, but there's some creepy shit that goes on in this movie. I mean, it's out there, but it's like a horror classic. You have to see it. Like if you're a horror movie fan, you have to see The Exorcist for sure. Okay, and the last one for this segment is Scream, Scream 2, and Scream 3. Now, this obviously comes with all 3 of the movies. And, okay, Scream is a must-see. I love Scream so much. Like, I went so long without watching it, and then I watched it again after a really long time, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much I fucking love this movie. Scream is just, oh my god, I love it so much. I can't even get all happy. It was really it kind of set this new precedent for horror movies that came after it, because I mean, it was very aware of itself in the fact that it knew all the cliche horror movie scenarios that came before it, and it brought them up very clearly in the movie. And in the movie there's so many references to like other horror movies and everything. And of course Randy has the rules to surviving a horror movie, and it's so clever and it's so funny, but at the same time it's like gory, and I envy people who haven't seen it yet and watched it for the first time, because it's like you would be in total shock of who the killers are. But after you watch it and you know who the killers are and you watch it again, it's like you start seeing like, oh, they drop a lot of hints as to who the killers are. But yeah, so Scream, and Skeet Ulrich, okay, Billy Loomis is one of the sexiest characters in a movie ever, like top 10, maybe top 5. He's ridiculous. And then also is Scream 2 and Scream 3. Scream 2 is better than Scream 3. I think Scream 3 is just kind of, I don't know, I find it kind of boring. But Scream 2 was still kind of fun to watch. And they keep the theme of in all the Scream movies of, they're very aware of the horror genre. And they're very aware of themselves, and they all find a way to make things funny, but scary, and like kind of leave you on the edge of your seat, like, oh, who's the killer, who's the killer? But yeah, so the Scream movies, I mean, if you haven't seen these, you haven't lived. Especially the first one, like, ugh. So, this video, Scream, Scream 2, and Scream 3, The Exorcist, and House of Wax.